They probably leave. And then you have, all right, guys, let me show you guys a clip on the San Francisco Twitter. If you look at this video, you see more for lease signs than stores being opened up. For lease, for lease, for lease. And this is not like a trashy part of town. This is actually a very good part of town. If you guys want to know which part of town this is, it's like North San Francisco, and this is very close to Chinatown, which is like a massive tourist destination. And look at how many of these stores are empty. Guys, if you tell me that Fifth Avenue in Manhattan looks like this, I'll be like, no way, right? This is the same degree action that's happening to a lot of San Francisco residents. They're like, no way such a good location in San Francisco has this many vacant stores. I mean, come on. When you have more vacant stores than stores are actually open, this city is practically dead. Now let's check out what street this is. It's Powell Street. This is actually a very good street. And this is kind of like a street where there isn't any homeless encampments or open air drug markets. But if you go down to like the Tenderloin and go down to the Mission, you actually start seeing a lot of tents. Now, blame this on the low inflow of office workers, right? Downtown San Francisco is completely empty. Downtown is actually a pretty good location, by the way. And if you just look at some of these Google Street Views, like this was filmed on January 2023, look at how empty the streets are when this is supposed to be like daytime and people are supposed to be out and working. I mean, if you show a video of San Francisco's downtown back in 2018, 2019, this place would have been packed with people buying donuts, people buying coffee, people working all day, people working that 9 to 9 p.m. I mean, now look at how empty this is. Like, this is almost like a ghost town at this point, and this is downtown. Okay, this is where all the office workers are supposed to locate. I mean, the BART system, which is like the Bay Area Rapid Transit, it usually dumps a lot of people to downtown so they can start working for like Salesforce, Uber, Slack, you get the idea. But a lot of these companies have already closed down their HQ. So you have 150,000 office workers no longer coming back. And tourists have such a bad impression of San Francisco and they don't want to be in the city at all. I mean, this is crazy. I've never seen this many stores being empty, okay? Pretty much the best locations for a retail store are corner stores. And what everyone is saying is shoplifting is so bad that even freaking Walgreens is shutting down. 5 Walgreens will be shutting down in San Francisco. And that means a lot because usually those stores are already chained up, okay? Imagine when you start chaining up every single item, including the chips and candy, and you start chaining up the freezer with a literal chain, and you still lose money. That's unbelievable. That's kind of unacceptable for this city. And the reason why people are leaving is pretty simple. It's not just the crime, right? Every city has crime, but San Francisco is so unique, which is if there's crime, they don't care. That's the scary part. And when people don't care, when there's no consequences, of course people just start robbing all day. Look at this. San Francisco hardware store owned by a family since 1955, almost 100 years, has lost almost $700,000 in a single year due to organized shoplifting. Now, this is a family store, okay? And this really sucks for them because it has been passed down from generation to generation. And even the current owner said that his grandfather would have been rolling in his grave seeing how much money lost in a single year. He says pretty much a few $1,000s of merchandise being stolen every single day. Okay, hardware stores are usually a big target because those hardwares, those machinery, they do sell for thousands and thousands of dollars online. This is why Home Depots and Lowe's are always getting robbed in a lot of these California cities. And now even small independent hardware stores are losing money. Guys, imagine losing almost $700,000. This is almost $1 million in a single year. I can't imagine this. All from shoplifting. Not just regular shoplifting, but since laws are so lax in San Francisco, you have organized shoplifting, which is causing many of these stores closing down. When your local Whole Foods closes down, it's pretty bad. When Old Navy closes down, it's pretty bad. This city is completely screwed. And has the city done anything? No. I mean, I'm pretty sure the guy has probably called the cops like 100 times at this point. He's probably filed several hundreds of reports. And I guarantee the state doesn't care, right? I mean, we've even saw this video of this guy stealing a car, driving it through stairwells and crashing on a pedestrian street, gets all charges dropped. And then Elon Musk, his X logo, gets a police investigation. This city's priorities are not straight, In fact, you probably do not want to open a business here, even though San Francisco is going to give you 50 G's. Now, if you check out this is another crazy video. You have a Victoria house being burnt down in San Francisco. This is from a homeless encampment. If you guys don't know, in San Francisco, they actually lit fires just in the middle of the street. This is basically like worse than a third world country. And now you have property. I mean, this is a very, very nice property straight up being burnt down from some homeless encampment. Absolutely crazy here, guys. And wow, I mean, I'm lost for words. This is San Francisco. No wonder nobody wants to go here. And no wonder the streets are always so empty. And by the way, I also think Elon Musk is trolling with the whole San Francisco post. I guarantee he's probably moving Twitter out very, very soon. I think he's going to be trolling the city officials a little bit before he leaves. Here's the thing, Musk doesn't like San Francisco. I know he's been making a lot of tweets about how much he likes San Francisco. I bet $100 that he does not like San Francisco. He's just trolling at this point. And also the fentanyl crisis is getting more crazy in San Francisco every single day. I mean, it's ravaging the streets. You know, it's pretty bad, right? And San Francisco's tourism is down way more than 16%. I know 16% is the reported number, but it's more down like 50, 60, 70%. If you check out what people are saying on the Airbnbs, they're essentially saying that out of 30 nights, they used to rent 28 to 29 nights. Now they're only renting 2 to 3 nights. And that's pretty bad, right? When it's this lousy. Tourism is so lousy. New construction permits are down. New business permits are down. People just don't want to invest here. People don't even want to stay here. Now, Salesforce, their biggest employer, is now leaving several hundreds of thousands of square feet empty in San Francisco. In fact, there's millions of empty square feet in San Francisco. These offices that you see are completely empty. Why? It's pretty simple. You go check out some of the videos. There's nobody walking the streets. And the vacancy rate is 33%, which I personally think is more like 60, 70%. Due to the fact that a lot of space is leased out, but the office workers aren't coming back. Because when you lease a space, you can't cancel it, so you're still leasing it. But the vacancy rates are increasing super fast, with Oakland almost hitting 40%. So you check out this, 350 Mission Street listing 100,000 square feet for sublease. These towers are so pretty, so glassy, and so blue, but there's nobody in them. Okay, it's completely empty. And we're going to be seeing more and more of these skyscrapers, getting more empty than ever before. You have the Millennium Tower that's straight up tilting like several inches on the side. You have Salesforce leaving, Uber leaving, Lyft leaving. Slack just straight up packed up the whole office, their whole entire 10-story building, and just straight up left. Skills left for Las Vegas, and so many other startups that you and I don't even know the name of are leaving. I mean, look at this. Hundreds of thousands of office workers have left downtown San Francisco. Okay, and this is really impacting these stores, right? So I guarantee you this hardware store, give it some time, as more people leave, they probably start leaving too, right? They probably leave. And then you have more and more of these videos. Okay, when you have the most popular, some of the most famous streets of San Francisco, where some of the best stores are being this empty, this city's screwed, okay? This same street was also filmed a few months ago by Unusual Whales, and now it's even more empty because before there's still a few stores here and there in the back, but now there are no stores. And if you think this is a lot of people on the streets, I mean, rethink. Okay, this is not a lot of people on the streets. This is barely anybody on the streets. And don't be fooled by those videos where people show you how vibrant San Francisco is. Guys, it's like one tiny little street in the whole entire city, whereas hundreds of other streets are empty or it's filled with drugs, needles, and human feces. This city is so screwed, and I really hope they fix themselves, because I've been here 2019. It was a pretty great place, honestly, but only if they clean it up. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.